Alright, dilutions are when you take something that's concentrated and you add some sort of liquid and you make it less concentrated. So you might add water to something and you get something that's not quite so concentrated, it's more dilute. And so we'll learn how to figure out how to do all of that. So the first step you do is you find out how many grams or how much stuff you have before it's diluted, and then you take that amount and you find out what the new concentration is. So let's just do an example. This comes from number 2, and so if we have a solution, we have a 25% solution. And we have 600 milliliters of it. And we want to know what is the new concentration if we add 200 milliliters. So we'll worry about that later. So first of all, we need to find out how much stuff we have. So 25%, remember, that's 25 grams per 100 milliliters. So this 25 grams of 100 milliliters, that's the same as 25%. And we have 600 milliliters of it. And so that means we have a total of, let's see, 25 over 100 times 600. So in our solution we have 150 grams. Alright, so just to visualize it, we have a little beaker, and in it it's 600 milliliters full, and we have 150 grams in it. Alright, okay, now the next step is we're adding 200 milliliters. And the question is, what's the new percent that we have? So our new volume is going to be 600 milliliters that we started with plus 200. So that's 200. So we have 600 milliliters plus 200 milliliters. That equals 800 milliliters total. And we said that we have 150 grams of stuff. So it could be drug, whatever. Alright, and we want to know what the new percent strength is. So we have 150 grams in 800 milliliters. And what is that in percent? Now remember, percent is some number over 100, some number of grams over 100 milliliters. So we'll say that we get our X gram or X percent over 100 milliliters. So from there we can do our cross multiplying. So 100 milliliters. So we get 150 times 100 over 800. And we should get 18.75%. So this is our new concentration. So again, the steps that we take are we find out how many grams of stuff there is of whatever we're dealing with. We find out what the new volume is, and then we're good to go. Alright, let's do another problem. Alright, number 5. So we diluted something. We now have 5% of a solution. And we now have 400 milliliters of it. Okay, initially we had, so this is now, before we had some unknown volume of 20%. Alright, and the question is, what is the beginning volume that we had before? So again, the steps that we want to take are to figure out exactly how much stuff we have, how many grams. Okay, so 5%, again that's 5 grams in 100 milliliters. And we have 400 milliliters of it. Alright, I'm going to move this. Okay, from here we can figure out that before this is 4 times as much, so we have 20 grams of stuff. I mean, I won't go through the steps of how to get that. Alright, so we have 20 grams in our little bottle that we have, and before we had a 20% solution. And it's asking what the volume is. Alright, so what we want to do is remember 20% is 20 grams over 100 milliliters. So 20 is equal to 20 grams over our unknown, over X. And in this case it's more or less done for you. 20 grams over 20 grams is, here it shows that, you know, our unknown just happens to be the same. So our initial volume that we started with was 100 milliliters of that 20% solution. And if we had a different number, let's just for fun say we had 40 grams, we would be able to do the math. To know what our volume was. Alright, I hope that helps at least a little bit. Alright, have fun doing that.